Its name is Islamism, and it has no place in our country. So can the Justice Secretary tell us how many prisoners are in the process of suing the government under the prison rules and the European Convention to escape separation centres and close supervision centres? What is he doing to prevent them being awarded compensation? When will he decide if he needs to legislate to try to limit the application of Article 8? And what is he going to do about Article 3 claims, like the one made by Sohrab Abu? And shouldn't the Justice Secretary be open about the reality of his commitment, repeated today, to the ECHR? It means rights for criminals and terrorists like Sohrab Abu and Hashim Abedi, but danger for prison officers and the wider public. But the simple truth is, as long as we remain in the ECHR, he can't guarantee a thing, and that is why we must leave.
Well, Madam Deputy Speaker, he rightly talks about Islamic extremism in our prisons being the main context here, and I would agree with him. 254 prisoners in custody for terrorism and terrorism-connected offences in England and Wales. Looking at the latest figures, 60% of those held have an Islamic ideology, 30% held have an extreme right-wing ideology, and 10% were categorised as holding other ideologies. And he's right that in these separation centres, as I conveyed, we are dealing with Islamic extremism. Look, we recognise, of course, the use of Article 8 and Article 3 in relation to this group of prisoners. But we are absolutely clear that talk about leaving the European Convention of Human Rights, in the end, a convention that was championed by Winston Churchill, would leave children, the elderly, and many vulnerable victims like those of John Worlboy, the 97 killed in the Hillsborough disaster, British troops who died in Iraq, in the most vulnerable of positions. So we cannot and must not do that.